Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Ladies and gentlemen, today is another solid green day, locking it in the books. Man, what a day. BAER, it's anything but a beer. This one here was very strong. It was very aggressive. We saw a lot of good opportunities, and Relentless Trader was able to capitalize in just a few quick trades on the dip and rip setup, which of course is coming straight from the classes. So if you are a beginner trader and you're out there and you're wondering how we're able to generate these gains, Marcelo and myself, how are we able to do it? And Marcelo, I believe today is up 3,500 on some of these same trades, right? So if you want to know how it's done, be sure to take a look at our comprehensive day trading course here at MMU, where we go over everything in our edge and our setups that we trade. And of course, you guys will be able to get access to our full live archive. So if you want to see the raw footage, right? And now today in this recap, I'll show a quick look into one of the trades I took. But if you want to see the full live raw archives with level 2 included, be sure to check out that link down below. All right, so let's jump into it. BAER. Here we go. I have it up top here. Let's bring it down and let's enlarge. So we're going to be paying attention to the middle charting and middle level 2. All right. So here we go. And after this, we'll talk a little bit more about pre-market and what was going on there. So we're coming up, we're about to have resumption here, and this thing is going to go to the moon. We have to actually come back a little bit. It was a very fast trade. So here we go. We're halted up at 10.95. We'll let it play here. 10.95. Here we go. We're watching. And I kept small size because I figured, hey, this thing might be very, very volatile due to the breakout in pre-market and immediate halt into the open. Wanted to be careful. And so we reduced size a bit. So we opened up. Right here we got 11.77. We're watching for that pullback. Here we go. 20 on the bids. It's holding. Relentless Trader is long. And immediately we've made 50 cents on our very first trade. And there's this saying, right? Once you become profitable, the amount of money that you'll make will be relative to your share size. And so the more you're willing to risk, once you become consistent, the more you can potentially make. And so, you look at these trades, and this is such a solid trade, man. 50 cents, almost instantly. We're watching for that dip and that rip. Once again, we'll let it play one more time. And again, if you want to see the full live archives, be sure to check out the links. So we start off, we open up, we get to open at 11.30, it rips to about 11.80, 11.89 for the highs. We pull back, and once we do, I'm long, and I'm selling right back into the highs. It's this thing where is this phenomenon where you drop a ball from a very high place, it's gonna bounce up a little bit, and then a lot of times drop again, and then bounce again. And when these stocks are strong, that second bounce goes straight through high of day, and that's exactly what we saw. And so let's head over to the monitor section and take a look at this trade. So that came around 9:35. Let's head on over to the monitor screen and look back. So here we go. BAER. We're in at 11.25. We're out at 11.86. Again, about 50-cent trade there. And then I'm back in at 81 right here. And this is me trying to buy this at 60. But I'm a little late. It's moving fast. I'm in at 80. I'm out at 12.45. Absolutely incredible. And then from there, we did take a small loss, in at 79, out at 67. But then we're back in at 11, out at 11.33. So I made well over $1 a share. And again, if today was one of those days where this stock was a little bit more, let's say, if it was a little bit more sideways in pre-market, I'd have been more confident to use bigger size. Now, a lot of the times we'll get some stocks that are uptrending in pre-market and uptrending into the open, and a lot of times they'll sell off and dump out. They'll run back down. So I was watching at it. I'm paying attention here to volume when I came in, around 9 a.m. And the volume initially was very light, but then we start to increase, and then we get this huge, huge, huge surge right here. At the time, this candle was pretty significant, right? Going from 925 to a high of 1012 right before the open. And when I saw this, I'm like, you know what, man? It's been since PHUN and EXPR since we kind of saw this pre-market action. This might just do a gap and go, right? And we talk about it all the time, the opening surge where, these stocks right into the open, they just rip. They just rip, rip, rip. And so it's a little disappointing that, Thinkorswim and the DAS Trader platform will have issues in this minute here, because if not, I would be able to capitalize on this trade as it pulls back, because this is our baby pullback setup right here, in the course, right? So we talk about this exactly right here. This is a baby pullback. And so it might not look like much, but we go from a high of 1012 to a low of 985. And it's essentially the 1 minute candle now making the new high. So high to low, and then we rip, right? And then we go up. And so if there's no lag on my platform, I'd be able to take this trade. And it'd be even more gains on the day. So after we had the move up, I eased off and I cooled out, and I'm like, you know what, man, let's take it easy. And from there, this thing ended up pulling back. And so, just as fast as it went up, they say we take the stairs to go up and the elevator to come back down. And this is all a part of the strategy of how to avoid losing on these drops, and understanding where to ease off. It does this bear flag, but ultimately we're not able to break out. If it crawled through right here, maybe we had the red to green go on, but that was not the case. So that was BAER. The other stock that I think is worth mentioning, we had OCEA, which unfortunately I was just a little late to the party. It's halted up nicely, maybe a bit of sympathy momentum. As we know, yesterday, this was the one that went crazy, right from 4 to 26. Absolutely insane. We did about 600 on it. We could have done better, but we lost a lot of money. So OCEA today halts up, it resumes, it goes a little higher. It has some issues around 200, and then it pulls back. And right here, I'm watching at it, but it's a little unfortunate. I'm a little late, and I missed the pullback. And sometimes you got to be on time with these stocks, man. You have to be on time, and if you're not, well, actually, I'm looking at the wrong area. Now that I'm zooming out, I see the trade that I was looking at was right here, actually. What I remember was that a big red candle came, one like this, but it was over here. So this big red candle came. But yeah, I'm watching at it. We break over the 200, right? Because you guys notice that, sometimes we're running into this resistance. Despite this green candle here closing above, we still come back down. So once we got the candles to close, it was over here that I was watching. And then we can put on the show trades, actually. That way we don't confuse the entries again here. Right, here we go. Yep. So I'm watching at it, and when I pull it up, this pullback is taking place. Previous high of day was around 1020, and if we put a trend line in here, 1020, as we pull back on the first candle here, look at the low, 15, pulls back into to the previous high of day, almost to the penny, and I missed it. So you guys know I usually like the second pullback as well. The second time it comes down, I'm in at 19 right here. You can see the bubble in at 19. So I'm in right here at the trend line, but it continues low. I stop out quickly at 15. I realize the selling pressure is coming in. Because I'm in, it bounces a little bit, but it doesn't go, it stalls out, it starts to come down, like, okay, let's get out of there. And that was OCEA. Lastly, we'll talk about TMBR. A lot of cash passed through my account on this stock, as I was green 150, then I believe green 80, green 150, then flat, then green 350, then flat again. There might have been even another churn in there somewhere, but the main issue with this stock was the spreads. For a $3 stock, we should never have 3, 5, 8 cent spreads, and we had quite a few times where the spreads opened up on this one. And not only that, I did not give it my full undivided attention. If I did that, I would for sure ended green on it, because there were a lot of pullback opportunities that I was watching at that I simply just did not take because of lack of focus and not being fully engaged and fully in tune. So, it happens sometimes. I don't think we got caught in any major flushes. We took part in this red candle, but I think we stopped out quickly. But again, it was a lot of churn. So yeah, for those of you who want to see the full action, once again, take a look at the links down below. Take a look at the links for the Discord as well, where we really have a nice conversation going on. Even now there's people, of course, there'll be people throughout the entirety of the day in here hanging out, talking, sharing. And it's a little bit more intuitive because we can post links, we can post screenshots and share our chartings. And here's an example. We have a screenshot of a trader view chart, right? So yeah, our calendar rather, start live here as well. So be sure to check out the Discord. That is our chat room service. It is completely free. Those links will be down below. And if you're interested in a scanning platform, you can also check out Momo Pro, right? Momo Pro is the scanning software that I use, and I do have some videos on the YouTube page going over it. So you can check that out, and of course use code Relentless for 25% off. All right, guys, it's been RT. Once again, be sure to subscribe to our beautiful channel and check out all the videos. And as mentioned, we will have some more content coming starting tomorrow. We'll have an extra video, and I don't know if I'll do them daily. I'll probably aim for daily, knowing myself, but at least a few times every week we'll have that outside video. That way, we're not just only doing recaps and live streams. Working on everything else that I was working on behind the scenes. Sometimes that opportunity cost kind of comes into play. So hit that thumbs up. Once again, if you are a new member on Discord, or new member to the channel, be sure to subscribe and then check out Discord as well. All right. So yeah, here are the Momo videos, and I'll catch you guys later. It's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out.